This is Jeff Curran of the D-Zone here, Gavin May of Battle Creek Pennfield here at the D-Zone Media Day. Portage Northern, you're committed to Saginaw Valley State. How'd last night go for you guys?
Yeah, it was a tough loss, you know what I'm saying? So we got a young team right now. We're playing with like 16 varsity kids. We got 8 people starting both ways. We just had to put our starting quarterback into the safety position, which he isn't. You know, he's never played that in his life before. So, you know, it's rough for us right now, but we're ready to bounce back next week.
As a senior, you know, I know it's not the senior year you hope for, but how do you just learn from this and build off of it going forward?
Yeah, I mean, so I think it's the most important thing is just staying composed, right? Like, we're not having the season we want to be having, but as the leader I am, you know, I got to stay composed and, you know, lift my brothers up, you know, when times are hard. So,
and for you, you've had a lot of success playing varsity these last couple of years. How would you describe your overall growth as a player so far?
Yeah, I mean, so I was a team captain on varsity my sophomore year. I think I ended with like 50 tackles. So just seeing that growth, I had 94 last year. So it's just like, I feel like I'm growing every day, just working on getting better.
What's coach expect out of you?
I mean, I got to be the guy on the team, you know what I'm saying? I'm the most heavily recruited person on my team, so it's like if I'm not the leader, you know, I just got to naturally fill into those shoes, and that's really what the most he expects out of me.
How do you think your leadership skills have really grown with the younger players?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be I was more focused on myself. I wanted, you know, growth in myself. I wanted to get the offers I had and everything like that, but I feel like to have a winning program, to have a winning team, you got to lift everybody else up and worry about other people before yourself on your team.
And what are some things that you think you've gotten better at personally in terms of skill set, technicality-wise, both sides of the ball?
Yeah, so I was traveling down to Detroit all winter just to train with Rising Stars because, you know, I want to train with the best in the state. And I think that really helped my man-to-man coverage defense, my zone coverage defense, my knowledge for the game. So I feel like, you know, I know what's going on better than I did the past couple of years.
And you're committed to Saginaw Valley State. Congrats on making that decision.
So thank you.
What went into making it?
Yeah, so I mean, really, it was just coaching staff. So, like, you know, every coach I talk to, obviously, they're going to tell me I'm a great player. They're going to tell me how much they need me. They're going to tell me how much I can develop into a, you know, great player at their school or whatever. But as soon as I got to Saginaw, the first thing they're asking me is about my family. They're asking me about the type of man I am. They're asking me what I do after school. They're asking me about the type of person I am. And I feel like, to me, that's more important in the long term than just the player I am. They recruited me as a person, or a player first, and then a person after that. So that's really what was important to me.
How do they see you fitting in there in terms of position and all that?
Yeah, so my first year I start, obviously I'll probably redshirt, but my first year I'll probably play outside linebacker, kind of like an edge position, just rushing off the edge. It's a little easier. You don't have to, you know the defense as well your first year, and then I'll obviously transition to that Mike position just because I'm 6'2", 230. I look like a Mike, you know what I mean?
And the GLIAC's one of the toughest conference in Division II. How do you think that's going to help your development as a player growing forward?
It's awesome. You know, I wanted to play in the GLIAC. I had some other offers from the GMAC and stuff like that. Big thing is I want to play in the GLIAC. That's the SEC Division II, and I want to play with the best. So.
All right, Gavin May, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.